everybody. Welcome to Thunder Valley CB Shop. You got me, the Wolfman here. We got Magic Man behind the camera. We got 007 sitting in the corner. What we're going to do today is Tigrett Outdoors was nice enough to send us their new magnet mount GMRS antenna, and we are going to check this baby out. Dual band, VHF and UHF, 136 to 174 megahertz, and then 400 to 460. So we all know that GMRS is 462 megs, right? So we're gonna see how this baby tunes up on Magic Man's ride. So we got our SWR meter, we got his radio, we got two different adapters that we're gonna be trying. We got the short 701G Nagoya. Magic Man calls it the City Slicker. And then we got the reach out and touch someone, the AT&T antenna. So let's get this stuff assembled and put it on a car, and let's see how she tunes up. We'll be right back. All right, guys, here we are with Magic Man and his car, and we're going to install this new Tigrett antenna. There's his old antenna, and we got the new one there right next to it.
I think it's got some length. It might talk a little more.
Oh, absolutely. You know how I am, man. It's got to have good length.
A little length gives it a little bit of radiating action, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Gives you a bigger pattern.
That's awesome. Let me pop the seats down real quick.
All right, so Magic Man is installing this in his car. We're going to hook up the SWR meter, and we're going to see how this antenna tunes up.
Oh, we might have to reposition it.
Yeah, we could.
And I'm just going to leave it kind of hanging for now. And I'm not even going to touch it tight since we're just doing a product review. But this is exactly what I'm talking about all the time when I'm telling folks, all you really need is Ocean 9 pop-up. We sell these here at the shop for $169, right, Jay?
Yes, sir, and,
$169. You can pick them up and get a pretty darn good deal there. I made a lot of mistakes getting into this stuff, and even though I got a pretty technical knowledge, went through a few Baofangs. This car has a QIT, which claimed to be a 25 watt radio. On high, it only puts out 8 watts. And the SWR with that antenna is, I think 1.4 and then sometimes 1.8, and it kind of varies, which that's not a good thing. That's how you burn up radios. Could be why it only puts out 8 watts now.
Absolutely.
So we're just gonna bring this over and lay it on the seat. For this setup, I'm just gonna go with what I keep talking about. I'm gonna no longer be using the QIT in the car. I'll have it there for now, but I'll be the next few days just running a Wuxin or Ocean 9P and running it with a SMA adapter, and we'll cut here and I'll grab those adapters. Guys, now we're in the car, and in the city, I actually get away, we've got a really robust system. I get away with the Nagoya 701G for George there, and it's tuned to 462. We use mostly GMRS here in the Valley. It seems to be a little bit more reliable than the Megalink, unfortunately. But, so I won't be running it. It's as easy as popping this off in the car. Now you have two different options inside your setups. You can go with a fixed adapter and just hook this directly up inside here and not have to worry about taking on or off, and be a little more fixed and direct into the port. And this is how Kitty's truck is set up, right, Jay?
Yes, it is.
And is this how the Green Monster sitting right here over my shoulder? You guys can see Jay's rig. Is that how the Green Monster is, or do you have one of these longer cables that we also sell here at the shop?
Actually, no. That's how I used to run it in the old Green Monster. Now I'm running the Comet Tri-Band, and I'm running the 980 Papa radio, so it's directly into the radio.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you've got that set up. You like that 980 Papa, huh?
Absolutely.
That's a heck of a radio.
50 watts.
Wow. Okay, right on. Well, you heard it from the man. If you decide that 10 watts, true 10 watts, isn't enough for you, we've got the 980 Papas here, and they're bang-a-rang. At the house, Jay, running your setup, this is what you've got too, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Same radio.
Yep, same setup. I would only recommend, and sorry for the pops, those are the big subwoofers in the back. I don't know if you saw them where we were running that wire, but I'm kind of like technology and gadgets, so.
Yeah, me too.
Right, Jay?
Yeah.
That's probably one of our favorite things there.
Me too.
And so that's that's a great setup right there. If you didn't like that this was in the way of the channel changer, or you were particular like me and you don't like that that's going to be putting a lot of tension there on the port, well, check this out. You just do it like I'm going to be doing it. You grab yourself your SMA adapter here, and you can tell why I'm going to go with a setup like this. Is it's going to go in my little, where I usually put my keys or my wallet, and I won't need it. Jay actually carries some really cool Wuxin handhelds. We've been testing a bunch of different hand mics, K1 style, and the one he picked up from Wuxin is weighted. I took it apart. Actually got a weight down inside the back housing, so it's really mirrors. I've seen a lot of hand mics. The only one I can compare it to is a weighted Motorola or a weighted ICOM hand mic that actually has the grounding sensor, so it can tell if it's on the hook or not. That's as close to that build quality as I've ever seen. So in here now, we could just run this setup all day long, and I don't want to key it right now, but this is ideally what I would probably go with, because I would just set this down inside there. I would plug in my K1 style mic, and I would hang it on a hanger, and I wouldn't need all of this. And if you think about how clean that looks, I mean, really, you could take this guy and you could pop it here inside your, if you've got a car like mine, you can pop it inside there and just close that gingerly and have your mic just sitting on top of the tray.
Absolutely.
A lot of different cool things you could do, right, Jay?
Absolutely.
And, talk about discreet. You get in your date, and the girl's not going to be like, oh, what's this all about? You like to talk on the radio? Well, yes, I do.
That's right.
I'm a radio guy.
Let's hook up this SWR meter. Let's see what that antenna does, man.
I think that's what we got to do. So let's pause it up there, Jay, and we'll swap out, come back with the SWR meter hooked up. All right, guys. Well, we got the meter hooked up. Just a super basic setup. No tricks here. This is the antenna coming in. We just got to lay it across the back seat and coming through the trunk. Nothing too crazy. I'm going to hand the radio off to Jay. We're using a middle end of the band there for GMRS with an offset. So we're using also high power. So this should have the highest SWR readings that we'll see. And we're going to calibrate everything right in front of you. So Jay, go ahead and hit it. I like to bring the needle down and bring the needle up to the line.
There you go.
And go ahead, Jay, and let me go to reflected, and now we'll see what we got here. Let's try it one more time, Jay.
It's showing about a 1.4 on a high power. That's not too bad.
I think I'm not aligned because I'm not looking right at it. Hit it one more time.
Oh, moving forward.
Let's try it. On the money, right.
There you go.
There, buddy. Go ahead. Yeah, man, look at that. 1.3 on the money on high power.
That's really good. That's really good. So that's literally out of the box, not tuned, just screwed it on, put it on the roof.
Nothing special.
Nothing special. Simple install.
Brand new 2024 Malibu Premier. This thing is got all the electronics you could think of to cause RF interference. It has all the new bells and whistles, so unfortunately it has not an all steel roof. So to have a good radiating.
Yeah, this has a sunroof in it.
Yeah, and it's got the solar roof, so it goes all the way to the back. It's not just glass in the front; it's all the way to the back seat. So
yeah, there you go. There's a picture of that.
You can kind of see that there's not much for it to radiate off of, and we're getting a 1.3. What we're going to do also is we'll put a screenshot at the end of this video of what it's coming up on the signal meter. I can't show you exactly what the system looks like because that would be a breach of trust there a little bit, but I can show you what the RSSI signal is comparative to mileage, and it'll be some pretty interesting data that most of you guys don't ever get privileged information to because we're on the back end of the system. So thanks, guys. We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you soon, 73s.
All right, guys. We'll see you here shortly. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. We got it all hooked up. Like I said, I kind of like this adapter a little bit more because you got some play with it. If you ended up in the position you just had a talk on your radio, that fixed mount's kind of intense. It's a big old thing in front of your face if you're driving. Kind of can be a distraction. So this is what I do recommend. It's a few bucks more, but it is the way to roll. go ahead and give it a test here and see who we can get on the system. Whiskey Romeo Zulu Juliet 534. Anybody out there for a signal report? So right there as I came in, I hear
coming in a little hazy. 10-9 WRYR 431.
Okay, so there's our report. We know we need to bump up the power. I'm on low right now. I usually run low in the city because I run the city slicker. I'm pretty close to the repeater.
Coming in with noise. WRYR 308.
And those are all the boys coming back.
Yeah, what the heck, Adam?
And they all know me really well, so that's not a usual Adam sound, so let's fix that real quick. And
Andy, you're coming in a little bit hazy too.
Everyone's coming in hazy today.
Grief, huh?
Must be the atmosphere.
No, there's something definitely in the atmosphere. Sandia's been weak all day.
Oh, interesting.
It's coming in like a 1 out of 10 on RSSI, and that's the scale I like to use, is 1 out of 10 on a signal report.
Sure.
No 5 by 10 or anything, just on a scale 1 to 10, 0 being base, 10 being top number, 1 being entering the system. Sandia's a 1, a 2. So let me get back to the guys because they're all for sure waiting for me. And let me bump her up. Alright boys, I bumped her up and I should be bangeranging now. For sure, it's really weird. A lot of electronic disturbances in the atmosphere today. Might be that M-class flare that came in, but Sandia's receiving weak. And yeah, how you boys got me now? I bumped it up to high. So there we were coming in at some points at 9. And then I completely would fall out of there to about a 1. And he's doing the same thing in the city. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're watching back end, but I am. And have for sure been noticing some really weird wonky stuff, and it's kind of rolling like Skip does. So it's really interesting there, Andy. Whiskey Romeo Zulu Juliet 534 here.
I wonder if it's these metal buildings here. I wonder if we should move the car.
No, it's the system. When we were talking earlier, I pulled it up.
I read yesterday, it was a pretty good flare coming our way. I guess it might be here.
Yeah, roger that. And we are right now entering the solar eclipse, the annual solar eclipse, and that'll peak in Albuquerque in the Bernalillo County here at 3:05 is the time you're going to want to catch that. If you guys got some solar glasses, look outside. I forgot to do that PSA, everybody. I'm sorry, I forgot about that today. But yeah, check it out. It's happening right now too, so that might be a little bit to play there with some of the wonkiness. And back to you, Andy. So right now that skip, whatever it was, is rolled out, and I'm banging the system. I'm hitting Sandia, Cedillo, and West Mesa, which is about 85 miles away.
Eclipse, is that like the Earth is in the shit? No, that doesn't make sense. What am I going to see if I put my solar glasses on?
It's the solar annual lunar eclipse, so it's the moon moving in front of the sun between the Earth and the sun there, Andy. Look at that one. We're still recording, guys, and I've not forgotten.
Copy. Okay. Cool, man. Yeah, I'll check that out. Yeah, you went pretty noisy there. Where you at? You in the city?
I'm actually in the Malibu, pretty far out, man, and it's really weird. I'm watching the system. It's just rolling like Skip. It's super weird.
Alright, good times. Good deal. Alright, well, I'm going to go grab my solar glasses and check this stuff out. WRFG 930, go back around to, I know Steve was in there and Don. Real quick, Steve, have you heard anything from
All right, we can go ahead and cut it there. So it's I'm going to turn it down here and not get the guys, but I'll clear out on the radio within my 15 minutes because that's the laws of GMRS there. Well, the rules, I guess I should say. But the 9 Papa, I almost said 980p, seems to bang the system pretty darn good. On low, I'm sure on another day I would have no problems, but the system, ever since about 2 a.m. I got an alert and it's been kind of acting a little wonky. But It's for sure good talking to you guys. This is the quick and easy go setup and review this far of the Tigrett. What is it? SMA mag mount antenna. There we go.
Is. Hey, just real quick before we cut, I have an idea. We're backed up against two metal buildings. Can I just pull your car away from these and let's see what it does?
Go ahead.
To the signal?
Go ahead, Jay. Just all you got to do is put your foot on that brake, and she'll engage in the drive, and off we'll go. Just be careful. She's turbo, Jay. Don't get too excited. Oh, hold on. Put your foot on the brake.
Got it.
There you go. Now we're rolling.
Okay, guys, let's we're over here at the CB shop. We're at Lisa's Truck Center, Moriarty, New Mexico, and we are up against a couple of metal buildings.
Let's get you guys watching the Wolfman here.
So let's get away from them and let's just see what it does to the signal.
Daughter gave me that banana split. Don't judge me, boys. All right.
So there's the mountain.
So there, you may be able to see it in the horizon there, folks. I will try to zoom in on it here. What do you estimate that peak is out there, Jay?
We're about 25 miles from the repeater.
Roger that. Go ahead and pull that back out. And let me pass you back over here to Jay. We'll edit a lot of this stuff out here.
All right. Now, what is it showing on your, if that helped at all?
Grab my glasses. I'll be back on portable here in a sec. WRFG 930. Alright, catch up to you in a bit. WRMR 308.
So all those guys you're listening to talk on the radio, they're in Albuquerque. So that mountain that we showed, they're on the other.
Right
And
now.
Santa Fe, yeah. So they're on the other side of that mountain and north of us. 40 to 60 miles away.
And this is just one repeater site we're all talking on. Alright, boys. Well, I'll take that opportunity to say 73s. And I'm shooting this a little bit for YouTube. You guys don't mind if I use the footage. I'm going to assume Andy's cool with that. Steve's cool with that. And so is Don. You guys are rocking. Thanks for the signal report. And we'll be talking soon. Whiskey Romeo Zulu Juliet 534. We're out.
How did that hit it?
Pounded it. 9 out of 9 every single time.
When we drive back around, I'll show the audience what we're talking about.
YouTube, just make sure my royalty check's in the mail.
Yeah, we got you down for 10% off at the shop whenever you need it. That's what Mr. Whiskey Sierra Delta Bravo 342 said.
Alright, I'll take it. That's the deal.
Roger that. Thanks, Andy. We'll talk soon, man. Later. WRZJ 534. We're out.
All right, I'm going to hand the camera back over to Magic Man here. And I'm going to drive around and I'm going to show you the buildings that I was talking about.
So we got some big rigs coming through here. We see all of them, guys. We see from the new junky Cascadias that are all fiberglass.
There's the metal buildings that we were parked in front of.
Yeah, here you go. That's the back, the metal building. The shop's right in front of them. This here is, what's the name of this repair facility?
This is the truck service center for all the big rigs.
Full-on truck service center. These guys, I've seen them do turbo swaps, axle work, engine work, everything from, I think I've seen them do a transmission swap. So
Oh yeah.
pretty neat. They do it all here. And that's NH or NNHDR LLC right here.
That's it.
And these boys get down. Let me tell you what. And we're coming back around here to the shop.
See, and this is where we were parked right next to the van there.
Yeah. He moved his van over?
Did he?
Yeah. Alright guys, I just wanted to also have this in somewhere in the video. This is how easy it is to go from your car And I know it might seem mundane, but once you work this a little bit, that one's brand spanking new. It's the one from my radio bag. I'm actually not going to let Jay let me take one from the shop. I have my own. And go back to my Nagoya here, my city slicker. And believe it or not, it works pretty darn good out here too, in the country. So, and that's all I need, folks. And that's all you need too. If you want something bigger, or you need more wattage because you go out to the wilderness, we'll do a video coming soon of Goliath. And we'll probably do one of Jay's because he's got the 102 whip on it. But we'll do one of the 980Ps and show you a little bit of their performance. Maybe even me and Jay will take a trip up to the mountains with Kitty and the girls. And we'll check out how fall colors are going. At the same time, we'll get on top of a mountain and see how far we could reach. I think you guys would really like that video. So some fun stuff coming soon, and we'll be transmitting from the base of some of those repeater sites that we're talking on, and we'll let you see those too. So we'll cut out here. We'll go back to the bench inside with Jay and talk to you soon. This is how easy it was.
All right, guys, so we're back, and here's our final thoughts. So Magic Man has had that on your Malibu for what, about 2 weeks now ish? So so far the performance has been great. Do you have any pluses or minuses you want to add?
It's an alright for all-in-one in the bag special. I think it's given us some ideas on where it can improve. Sure. And where it can be used.
Okay. Where do you think it could be improved on? Let's start there.
The magnet bout on the bottom is pretty rigid. It has a little rubber thing to it, but felt often does a little better job not damaging the vehicle. Okay. Over time, you can end up getting some metal particulates under that magnet. Sure. And the felt tends to keep that stuff from trying to stick to it. So you can wipe it off really easy. The rubber, it's stuck to it like a magnet, essentially. Okay. So you're going to scratch your vehicle with it. There's going to be some damage issues.
But other than that, I mean, the performance has been good because I've been talking to you from my house in Edgewood and you're in Albuquerque.
Solid performance. Simplex, I think we got about 14 miles. Yeah. That's pretty good on Simplex.
Yeah, that is really good. All right, guys. So we use this adapter. We sell these here at the shop. They're about $12. The Nagoya antennas, this is the short 701G. We got the longer 15-inch 771G. Great antenna for the Wuxin radios, the HTs. We sell the KG-UV 9 Papas and the 9D Pluses. We also sell the 980 Papas, the big radios up here for your mobiles, or you can use them as a base station. We carry the radio bags. Carry all the accessories you guys need. As far as I'm concerned, I think the Tigrett antenna performed well. So this is what we put on there. So that's so you guys just heard the radio. That guy's in North Rio Rancho. He's about 60 miles from where we're at. We carry external mics that you can plug into your handhelds. We carry the little earpieces with the lapel mics that plug into your radio. So we, like I said, we have all the accessories. And you know what? I think, my opinion, I mean, for the price, it was pretty good. You know, it's hard to beat. If you want a better performing antenna, we definitely have those. Magic Man will show them to you right here on the wall. All those green bags, guys, those are all the Comet antennas. They're a high performance antenna. You guys saw in the video what his antenna looked like on his Malibu, and we can show you what the Comet antenna looks like on my truck real quick. And but other than that, I think for the money, a quick setup, it's something you could throw on your car, hook it up to your handheld if you're in an emergency. If you just wanted to go for a camping trip for the weekend,
throw it on top of the RV, Jeff.
Absolutely, you can put on an RV, it's perfect. And like I said, for the price point, it's kind of hard to beat. So if you want, he can show you the antenna on my truck real quick, and I think that's going to be all we got, man. We got Goliath today. So there's his truck and my truck.
Take you guys for a spin. How's that sound?
Alright guys, all in all, I think that's all we have for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, man. Y'all stay safe, 73s, and God bless, and check out ThunderValleyCB.com. We'll see you later.